The magnetic field lines being made by remnant magnetization in the crust.
But how did Mars lose its magnetic field? One theory, a little less than 4 billion years ago,
You puppies
Mars
are funny.
cools, its molten iron core solidifies and stops turning.
Taking care of Daddy's
Motions
feet,
within
huh?
the core weren't sufficient to generate an electric current producing a magnetic field.
But there is also a faster and far more violent hypothesis.
That's just too funny.
Another more recent idea that's pretty controversial is that Mars had one or more fairly large moons that were actually captured satellites. And those moons tidally heated the interior and kept it molten, allowing
What is it
currents
about
to
stinky
generate
work
and
feet
thus
that you
produce a
guys
magnetic
like, huh?
field. Now, if a half a billion years after Mars's formation, those moons crashed into the planet, that could have destroyed the magnetic field.
For most scientists, the pieces of the impact theory don't fit. Could satellites large enough to do such damage lose enough inertial energy to be captured in the first place?
This idea that Mars had moons that crashed into it within the first half billion years is pretty unlikely, but it's not completely impossible.
Questions about Mars' magnetic field
You're about
and
to
the
tick your
search
mama
for
off.
life intersect here. In the Martian meteorite ALH-84001. In 1996, some scientists say it contains fossilized Martian microbes. More scientists say the objects are non-biological.
Don't have to fight over his foot.
All the time since then, people have been working on this cold, potato-sized meteorite, extracting more and more information. But there's actually some new results being presented.
In April 2010, researchers with new radiometric tools announced that earlier estimates of the meteorite's age are wrong.
It's actually younger by a half billion years than we thought, roughly.
The older date had placed the rock at a time when Mars was still solidifying, maybe too early for even microbes to have evolved. The new date places the meteorite at just under 4.1 billion years old.
That, of course, is
You
the time
puppies are
4.1 billion
crazy.
years ago, when if you thought Mars was habitable, that would be the time you would choose.
It's like she's saying, "Come on, Daddy, move it where I can get to it."
And it was warmer, and there was a thick atmosphere.
But how can a meteorite from Mars end up on Earth? That's what Christina M. from Dallas, Texas wanted to ask the universe when she texted us, what makes part of one planet fly off and land on another?
Great question, Christina. We've actually found meteorites here on Earth that are undeniably from Mars. There's about 50 of them known. Well, what we think happens is that asteroids occasionally slam into Mars and throw chunks of rock out into space, and Earth's gravity can also pull them in. So they land here, and we find them, and in this way we can actually study pieces of Mars here on Earth.
Puppies, I swear.
In 2010, NASA announces that more advanced electron microscopy of ALH-84001 reveals new details of